I don't know if you know the value of that. Of somebody coming to the Lord in public. I don't know if you understand the value of not just sowing into something so programs can happen. I'm not against programs because they help people. I need to have this building be a conduit for God's glory. I need to have this building, this church, be a conduit that makes outreach normal. I need to have this place that the Lord has allowed us to be. I was just thanking God that we're allowed to be here, that he allowed us to be here, that he has allowed us to have a school. He allowed us to have a church. He's allowing us. Like, it's amazing because all things are from him and through him and for him. And all things were made from him, by him, and they're through him and to him. Everything. There's nothing that is made that doesn't belong to him. His presence is heaven to me. Life without his presence is the same as life without breath. It's death. His presence. David, you read the Psalms and you read through all these songs that David wrote, and just these songs that other people wrote. David wrote the majority, and they're all centered around his presence. David was a man that was after God's heart, and because he was after God's heart, God's presence was after him. If you become a person that is completely after God's heart, God's presence comes after you. If you seek the Lord with all of your heart, you'll find him. If you're diligent to seek the Lord, he'll reveal himself to you. If you seek him in the secret place, when you go into the secret place, it means no one's looking, it means no one's eyes are on you, no one's seeing, you're not getting credit because you're going in to pray. It's not like I told my roommates, I'm going in to pray, guys. I'm going in there, you receive nothing. You slip away when no one's looking. You get inside of there, and no matter what, you're going after God, and he who sees you in secret will reward you in the open. If you're seeking him in the secret, what's he gonna reward you with in the open? If you seek him with your whole heart, you will find him. He will not allow you to find him if you're seeking him half-heartedly. God finds you. But when you seek him and when the find becomes the found, you are precious in his sight. It doesn't matter where you've been. It doesn't matter what you've done. It doesn't matter how hard you slipped away, how far you've drifted, how much of a backslider you are. It doesn't matter. God's love never changes. You can't change what you didn't earn. If you just would see him, just shift, just turn to true north and see him and behold him. Your reward is him. He is your inheritance. God so loved the world. Why? Because God loved with his heart. God is all heart, man. Well, that's not true, because God's spirit, I'm telling you, there is compassion. There is the compassion of the Lord that is supposed to drive all of us. The love of Christ compels, drives, is our ambition. The love of Christ is our number one ambition. It drives us, it compels us, it pounds inside with such ferociousness that it wants to devour everything that stands in front of God's love. It wants to completely obliterate it and completely burn it up. It wants to set fire, set ablaze to anything that stands in the way of God's love. He wants to burn it up as though it has no name. He's relentless in his pursuit. And I'm just meeting that. I'm just so excited that I get to be a part of this. This morning, I'm like, God, I thank you so much that you let me live. You're like, what do you mean let you live? No, he could have let me get shot. He could have let me die. You never forget where you came from. And never think that you've arrived. The Christian life is completely different. You have to fall to rise. You have to die to live. You have to give to gain. It's not even normal. It's the completely most messed up normal. God requires us to walk on water, and the only way we can is if we're looking at Jesus. The storms come. God wants to light us on fire. His presence. Once you taste and see that the Lord is good. I was reading today